Do you know what is deadly diamond problem of multiple inheritance and how we can solve it using interface? Multiple inheritance means one child class can have two or more parent classes. Now let's understand what is a problem with multiple inheritance. Consider a parent class P which has one method called print value. Now consider two child classes A and B which are inheriting from this parent class B. Now due to inheritance, both A and B classes will receive the copy of print value method. These classes can write their own implementation of print value method. Now suppose if multiple inheritance are allowed in Java and we are inheriting child class C from these two parent classes, then in the child class we will have two methods with the same name print value. One of them is from parent class A and another is from parent class B. So when we call print value method, then Java compiler will get confused about which method should it call. Should it call the print value method of parent class A or should it call the print value method of parent class B? Now you can observe that the structure of this inheritance looks like a diamond, and that's why this problem is called as deadly diamond problem. That's the major reason why multiple inheritance is not allowed in Java using classes. Now let's see how we can solve this problem using interface. The interface is a special type of class which has only method declaration, means it will only have the default and abstract method, and all the child classes which will inherit from this interface have to override this abstract method in their body. Otherwise Java will throw an compile time error. But if interface is inheriting from another interface, then the child interface may or may not have the default implementation of the abstract method. So even if you don't write the default implementation of this abstract method, then Java won't throw an compile time error. To summarize it, if class is inheriting interface, then class has to implement all the methods listed in the interface. But if interface is inheriting another interface, then it is not mandatory for the child interface to implement all the method. So let's replace our classes with the interface. Now consider that print value is an abstract method, means we have not defined this method in parent class P. So this method will get extended to child class A and B. Both of these interface will receive a copy of this method. And since interface can have abstract method, Java won't throw any error even if we don't define this method. Now consider a class C which will inherit the parent interface A and B. Since C is a class, and in class we can't have the abstract method, then we have to override this print value method. If we don't override this method, then Java will give an compile time error. So when we try to access the print value method in class C, then Java will access to this overridden method. In this way, Java compiler won't get confused about which method should it call. Another scenario is if default implementation of this method is present in parent interface P and it is not overridden in child interface A and B, then class C can directly access to this default method from the parent interface P. C don't need to override this print value method. But if the default implementation of this method is already present in both the parent interface, then we have to override this method in child class. In this way, Java solves the deadly diamond problem of multiple inheritance with the help of interface. Now let's jump to Eclipse and understand the code for multiple inheritance. In multiple inheritance, one child class can have two parent interfaces. So for this example, I have created two interfaces. We'll call it as parent A and parent B. Parent A contains only one method, which is void method from A. This method only has method declaration but doesn't have the method definition. So child class has to provide specific definition for this method. Another parent interface is parent B. So this also contains void method from B. This method also has method declaration but doesn't have the method definition. Now let's go to child class. So this is a normal class which contains public static void main. Now if you want to make any class as a parent class, then we will use extend keyword. But in this case, we are making interface as a parent interface. So we have to use implements keyword. So implements keyword then followed by name of a parent class. In our case, name of a parent class is parent A. So the syntax for inheritance is completed. Now if you want to add multiple parents, then just provide their name separated by comma. In our case, I'll put comma and then give name of a different parent, which is parent B. So as you can see, syntax for inheritance is now completed, but Java is giving us error. So when you mouse over it, you can see that it says that we have to implement all the abstract method present in the both interface. So let's just implement the method from parent class A. So I'll create a normal method and then just put print statement inside it. This method will just print method from parent A, and then that's it. As you can see, this method is complete, but still Java is throwing an error. Now this error says that you also have to implement another abstract method which is present in second parent. In our case, this method is present in parent class B. So that means child class has to implement all the abstract method present in all the parent classes. So let's implement the method present in second parent class. So I'll just paste this code. As you can see, this is a simple method which just print that method from parent class B. Now let's save this program. Since all errors are now gone, our multiple inheritance is successful. Now let's jump to main method and create object of this child class C. So let's create the object and then call method on it. As you can see, this code will first create object of child class C, and then object.method name will call the method from A, which is method present in first parent class. And then object.method from B, this method will call the method B, which is present in second parent class. Now let's save this program and execute it. As you can see, it has printed method from parent A and method from parent B. That means child class is able to access method of both of its parent. So in this way, we can implement multiple inheritance in Java using interfaces. So to summarize this code, we have created two interfaces, which is parent A and parent B, and child class C is implementing both of these interface. So it has to implement all the method present in both of these interfaces. Now interface can also contain the default implementation of method. So let's go to parent class A and write the default implementation of the method. To write default implementation, first we have to write default keyword followed by method name and its definition. As you can see, even though it's an interface, it has method definition. So whenever the child class is implementing this parent interface, it doesn't have to overload this method. It can directly reuse its default implementation. So let's save this program. Now when you go to child class C, you can see that even though we have not defined or overridden the default method, still Java is not giving us error. We can also access this default method in our main method. So let's try to access it using obj.method name. In our case, it is some method. So now let's save this program and execute it. As you can see, it printed the default method, which is taking the method from first parent, which is parent class A. So in this way, during multiple inheritance, we have to provide the method definition of all the abstract method present in parent interface. In our case, we have provided the definition of method from A and method from B. On other hand, if the default implementation of method is present, in our case, some method has the default implementation. So we don't need to override or provide specific implementation of this method. That's how we can implement multiple inheritance in Java. That's it for today's video. See you in next video.